You're playing a higher rated opponent and you're a little stressed, but you still play a decent game and he's playing aggressively, but your position is still fine. And all of a sudden they sacrifice. Now you're panicking, heart pounding, and you are unsure how to deal with it because they did it with so much confidence. Let me show you how to be completely winning when a higher rated opponent sacrifices with a lot of confidence. In the previous video, we played against a cheater, and as you see, he got a closed ban. So we did face a cheater indeed, and I made that video like 5 minutes ago. They closed out the account very fast, which is quite nice. Wow, this guy is very highly rated. So I know this is the best move, but I never played it. Um, let's go. I have never played this system. Um, so what was I saying? Yeah, but I did learn very valuable lessons. I saw that if you have a piece with a duty and you want to give it another duty, you should think about will that intervene with one of his duties. And I saw like my queen was defending a very valuable pawn, and I chose to let it defend another bishop, and it could get attacked, and it had two duties, so it only has a couple of squares where it can perform both duties of, but I didn't have access to any of them, so I instantly lost. But I mean, it was a cheater, obviously I lost. So let's go to the next one. My opponent is thinking quite long because this will make his dark squares pretty bad. And I can maybe immediately go for something like this to threaten a check, but you can always block. I know that there are a lot of lines in which you can go wrong very, very fast, but I haven't reviewed these lines and I haven't actually played this ever, so um, I don't know. He could go back, but that obviously horrible. I will just develop my knight so that you cannot advance, and then play for just a normal semi-Slav, and you just dance the salsa with your bishop. The only other thing you can do is make your dark squares horrendously weak, and I don't really have a way to exploit it yet, but I don't know, I'll probably play d5 so you cannot come in Wow, you actually went back. Oh, that looks horrible. Oh yeah, let's just develop. Oh, now I feel very comfortable. Probably he will play this and this. Um, because that queen trait is a very reoccurring thing in a queen's gambit. Yeah, it also. So I can go for this. If you go here, I can just develop my knight and prepare this pawn break. That looks quite awesome, and you will have wasted a lot of moves on pawns, dancing, and asking for an immediate trade, which I will not take. And if you want to take, I will happily take this rook. So I mean, the only reason you played c3 is to ask for this queen trade. I don't know what you're thinking about. And I should really think about... Yeah, that's also not a bad move. So this stops my pawn break, which is quite smart of him. I can do this, but if you go here, yeah, that looks like a big time waste. I can put my bishop out immediately. Um, I could go for this, but I mean, I'm not actually threatening anything, am I? And if I go here, after this, there is no pin. I mean, there's also no threat. I can just come back, can I? But I mean, if I have to come back, I could just do it in one move. So I think I should develop my bishop. Usually I play the semi-Slav with my bishop in the chain and then making this pawn break, but if you're gonna dance the salsa, I don't believe that you have the threats you should have against bishop f5. Like the threats are a lot of pressure on the d5 pawn and queen to b3, but if you're gonna waste moves like this, I do not believe you have anything. So I'll just play it like a normal Slav, but I don't know the actual plans of a Slav. Um, I mean, I don't know. Probably finish development, put my knight here, and make this pawn break still. I don't know if my plan changes if my bishop comes out. Now I could play this, but then I dance the salsa as well, ish. And now it doesn't make any sense at all. So let's just go for my pawn break. You're preparing a pawn break too, maybe. If I go here, is this a threat? Is that a threat? Um, that's a good question. I have no clue. Can I play this? To pawn break, put my knight here instead. Oh, that might be a better pawn break. Oh, I like that. If takes, takes, and yeah, my bishop is not as strong as you would think, but I mean, I don't know. I have a lot more activity than you have, so I should make a pawn break. And then I can put my knight here instead of there. Preparing development and castling. That's smart. Let's just develop a piece. I'm not threatening anything, but that's fine. Um, takes. After you just move your knight, this is a threat. But after this, I make a queen, you take a queen, I exchange queens, and I take a rook. That looks good, but it's not forced at all. If I go here, you have take, but I'm not actually obligated to castle. But I do have this that I should calculate. So if I take and you take, and I take, you save your knight, I have this. So I think you have to take back, making your pawn structure horrendous. Then I could take, put the knight here. And my pawn structure looks quite good. Takes. And in this position, you have no checks. You do have check. And after take... Wait, so I take a pawn, you take a piece. I take a pawn. You take a pawn, I take a piece, you take a... Okay, that looks bad. Let's just go here. Trade my bishop to open up my rook. And now if you castle, I will not castle kingside anymore. Probably queenside and open up this London system-ish pressure on the h2 pawn. If you play the London system, opening up this rook to attack the h7 pawn happens a lot. I have never played the London system, maybe for a couple of days when I was 500, but other than that. But I do know the plans. I had a student which played it. So, I mean, if you castle, I'll just make this threat. You'll have to defend it, and I will try to seek for a beneficial attack for me, but... Oh, that looks bad. I don't know why that just felt very bad. I mean, let me just develop. You have to go here. I can put a knight in. I could attack your bishop, I could take if I want. Oh, that looks dumb. Um, I get access to this. Oh no, your queen sees that. My bad. Take, take. Queenside castle looks bad. Pawn break in the center. Take. Pawn break in the center. Maybe kingside castle now. That. I don't know. I've never played these types of positions. This looks nice, but you can retreat, go here, and what did I achieve? Absolutely nothing. So if I take, you take. I can get in here. Maybe take, and if take, I have knight here attacking, but you do have check. And I don't want to deal with that. So maybe I should castle if I want to do that. I have... Okay, we have equal time, so that's nice. Neither of us want... Wow. Neither of us want to castle. Which is quite a hilarious sight. I mean, I think I just have to castle. There's nothing else. He will castle now. I will take the open file. And my pieces are just more active than yours. Yeah, so let's take... I don't know how you will take back, but if you do this, now I can go after your bishop. Okay, you take back like that. Now you're in the Carlsbad structure, I just noticed. Which makes this look a lot like a Caro-Kann. Which means that I should know the plans. Go for this, fight for this square, push my pawns. If you put a queen here, I instantly have this tactic. So you should develop a knight here, so that if I take, you can just take with a knight. So knight here is the obvious move. I could put a queen here to start developing like this. Yeah, now it looks a lot like a Caro-Kann, actually. I didn't see how this would transform. Yeah, so now I'm fighting for this. And this should be quite an equal position. It is as if you developed a knight like this, played this, and I took and you took in a exchange Caro-Kann. Yeah, so I do have this now if I want it. Probably fighting for your b5 push is stronger. If you go for... Okay. I think I can go here and that this is an actual threat. I don't want to think about it any longer. Like, this looks fantastic, and after takes and takes, it's an opposite color bishop game. So let's see. I could put my bishop here so that after takes and takes, you go, I take, you take, and I initiate my attack. And pieces-wise, it's equal, but my attack should land faster. Yeah, I think I'm cooking. Not gonna lie. I think I'm doing great. I didn't calculate anything for this, but I just have takes, and I control that well. So maybe rook here is a normal move, but I can initiate this plan instantly. And if you want to put this here, I have take. I don't have that. Oh, but I could do this. Yeah, so if you put that here, I still have this. If you put this here, I have a free piece. So after here. Oh, that looks dumb. Now you give me an extra tempo. Should I exchange queens? Let's think. If I do this, you have to take. Do you have to take? If you go here, you can move your queen. I can take, go there, and that looks bad. So I assume you have to take. What's the difference between knight takes and queen takes? If queen takes, bishop goes here. You can attack me and my knight looks quite bad. And if I take with a check, you come here, my knight is trapped even. But I can just retreat, come back here. If your bishop moves here, I instantly have this tactic if your knight moves. So I think I should trade queens. But I very much want to formulate a principle which will help me understand why, because I don't actually know why I should trade queens. I should make a rule which will help me understand why. So takes, I think I should trade queens, but I'm not sure. What if you don't accept the queen trade? Well, then my queen is just... I wanted to say my queen is a king, which sounds dumb, but you understand the point. And after I trade more pieces, I should really think about what makes my minority attack stronger. Is it trading queens or not trading queens? And I don't... Usually if you want to attack, you should leave queens on the board, so maybe that was a bad choice. But I mean, what else do I play? I mean, knight takes instantly and not asking for a queen trade. You save your bishop. After which my knight looks quite trapped even, and after g3, knight h5. I gain access over f6 without a bishop annoying me. And then my knight is quite strong. You weakened your king. And my queen is still thriving on the c file, so maybe exchanging queens was not good. But I am not quite sure. Oh, you don't exchange queens. I didn't expect that. I mean, let's go here. And I didn't think about any of your threats, which is dumb. I mean, if I put my queen here, I don't know. So probably no. Going here, attacking your rook, that's not strong enough. I go for something here. Like, make this break. Maybe go there. I should go there instantly, probably. My knight is pretty out of the game. And I mean, this didn't really pose a threat. If you want to do this, I have a pawn break. I might have tactics in the future. What does that do? So I might be able to prepare this. If I go here, you attack me. I have to retreat my queen and you will win this pawn. Okay, so that doesn't actually work. I can always... That doesn't do anything. Should have moved my queen to put my knight there. That's what I missed. I need to trade his bishop for my knight, and I messed that up. So if I do this, takes, queen takes, and after takes, rook takes, I don't have anything. So I think I should make this knight stronger, because I don't have another plan, actually. So let's just shuffle my pieces and look for what he gives me. If I can put a knight here, like, you can make a weakness, I'll attack your weakness. If you attack me, I'll go for this weakness. If you take, rook takes, I have this annoying pressure for the rest of the game. You can battle it. Fair enough. That doesn't look... it is annoying, maybe. If I go here, you have to move. I can... I could try something here. After this, I don't have anything. Oh, this is annoying. Go here. If I go there, you take, I take. Move the bishop, attack, you have to defend. That might not be bad. Actually, I open up the B file. I win connect 4 is also something. And your bishop is quite dead after, which should be very valuable. And if you don't take me, I will probably take your knight. Wow. You just sacked your knight. Take, take. I go there. What's your threat? I want to call the bluff. Yeah, fair enough. Takes. Defend against checkmate. You also have check. I go here. But then I'll do this with a tempo. Yeah, I think I survived this. I don't know. You cannot trade pieces now. Your king is safe, which is quite annoying. Yeah, so I have to stop mate. You lose this threat. And I'm defending everything. And if you're not careful, I'll just ask for a queen trade, and you have to deny, but... And my knight also, by the way, if I do this, takes, that... if I do this, sack your queen, take, that's checkmate if my knight doesn't see this square, so I have to be very careful for something like this could pose a checkmate threat now. But after queen here, you don't have time for this. I can take, and I can just run with my knight somewhere. And now my rook defends this still. So it shouldn't work. So I should try to post threats or make a queen trade offer. Yeah, I don't think his sacrifice works. My knights are just completely dominating your queen. You have no checks anywhere. Like, my knights are too strong. If this queen trade offer, you take a knight, I take a queen, you take a queen back. So I just lost the knight for nothing. So if you go here, I can try to make threats, but I have to be careful for a lot of moves. But my threat is check, take, fork. You cannot block, you have to leave. I can take your bishop, and you will have this check after. And if I block, you checkmate me probably somehow. So I don't think it actually works yet, because my rook will not be defended. Um, what? Think. You have time, you have time. So, takes. Knight is attacked. Counterattack the queen. Queen has no checks. Queen has to leave and try to defend this pawn. This is the only move. And then I can post threats myself, and you still don't have a threat? I think that's a blunder. Take, and I can attack your queen. Attack the queen. You have no checkmate. You don't have a threat. You have to defend the pawn. And after I post threats myself, if you... This is complicated, wait. So I control the check on f6, so if you take, queen takes or pawn takes? I think queen takes. I mean, that shouldn't work. You don't have checks, and even if you go here, I can just take this with the queen too. Posing another queen trade threat. So I don't think that works, and you don't have any checks anywhere. Like, never. You going there. That's not a bad move, fair enough. That is not a bad move. I can go here. If you take, I can take. If I go here, you take my knight. That's a threat. Can I not defend this rook while defending my knight? If I go here, you take. I take, and after takes and takes, this is just an equal game. Wow. I cannot defend. Do I not have a threat? I don't have a threat. Like, that's impossible. So if I go here, you can just take. After which I have mate. So if I go here, you take, I take, and then it's an equal game. So you take, I can take, you can take, and I mean, I have nothing. So I have to go like here, so that if you take this, I defend the rook. Is that actually necessary? to take and hide here? Yeah, I mean, I have to, I think. And now you can go here. I can take. And now it's an equal game. I'm just up. It's just the exchange for a couple of pawns. So if I go here, I have to move. I can post threats. And I think I can just go for your king. But if your bishop is here, you always defend this. And I cannot infiltrate there, which is actually quite annoying. If you take, what if I go here? So that I can attack and go there, maybe. Maybe this is actually quite strong. Oh, you take that pawn. Attack the bishop. Do you have checks? You have check. Hmm. If I go here, then I block my pieces. If I do this, you can check. I can run. If you check, I can run. Yeah, now your bishop is not defended. If you defend it like this, I might be able to do double up. Oh, I like that. Do you not have another threat? I don't think so. I'm quite confident that I can just run my king and you don't have a threat. This is also another threat I can just take. Check here, check, I can take, like that's nothing. I don't believe you have a threat. Check, go here and you're up a point, but I have two rooks. Like I should be able to post threats. Is rook here a checkmating threat? Potentially. Can I pose more threats? Can always do this, blocking everything. I mean, I should be able to attack this. If you push this, go here to attack that, and if I have a safe king and active rooks, I should be able to win. If you go there, what if you go there? This shouldn't be this difficult. Could attack you, but then check, come here. You can check with the bishop maybe. So I have to go there. Maybe this is a plan, but so bishop here to rook there. If you put a rook here, I can. Oh, you check instantly. Okay, fair enough. I'm up on time. If you go there, now I get infiltration. You go all the way there. I have this move to cover this check. Post some checkmating threats. Is this a fork? No, I'm not actually threatening anything yet. Um, so I can go here attacking this. You're forced to do this, I would think. My king is still in the way. So maybe just move my king first. And maybe I have a potential sacrifice brewing. But I'll just put my king out of the way and pass him the clock. He shouldn't have a threat yet. And I can maybe infiltrate. If you do this, maybe take. Put my other rook here. Oh, I didn't think about this at all. If I put my queen here, you check me, I have to go there. Oh no, I control that. What am I talking about? If you check me now, I can't go there. No, I cannot. That doesn't do anything yet. So let's go here. If you check me, I control that now. If you do this, I can maybe take. Have to run there. And I can bring my other rook somewhere. Do I have a threat anywhere? There has to be a threat somewhere. There has to be. And that should be quite difficult to defend. You have to go there. And put a rook here. Is that a checkmating threat? Take. Only move, that's mate. And with a rook there. Yeah, so I think I can just apply more pressure. I still control this with my queen. If you go for this, I can just do the same sacrifice, I assume. Maybe not. This is getting difficult. So I'm threatening take. You have to go there. After which that's mate. What if rook here? So rook here. I have take. You can go there. Then I still have check, go there, and mate. So I have two checkmating threats. And it looks quite... wow. What if I just take? If you take, have to go there, check, and it's just the same thing. Take, you cannot take back. You don't have a check because of my f-pawn, which looks strong. If you take, I can take with a check. This is your only move. I can check and we just go for the same exact position. So I think it still works. I think that's a mistake. And if you want to sack a queen to survive, you can. And I'll have check after too. So I don't believe you actually stopped checkmate. And my threat is just to check. You have to go there and this should lead to a mate. That's already made. So I still have checkmating threats, probably way more now. Okay, I have 2 minutes. Let's calculate. So if I check you, you can go there. If I check, you have to go there, and this is a ladder mate. Damn. Okay. Well played to my opponent. I don't know if I ever beat some 190. Oh my god, I have a brilliant move, but I used my game review already. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. So let's go to learnchess and just ignore the pain. So what color did I obviously play black. And yeah, that's the best move. This is horrible. That's fine. Go there. Best move. Fine move. Best move. Fine move. This is okay. I'm slightly better. And this pawn break is not the best. I should develop or go for this attack. This reminds me of something. Um, oh, you have these IDs in a Tartakower Korokon. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, I have never played these positions, so I just develop, you develop. That's not the best. Take. You go there, and I should now attack like this, which is crazy. I just develop, sue me, and castling is fine. Takes blunders. Okay, so I should have just put my rooks in the middle, even though I don't know what will open up yet. Yeah, I could have played queen here. But after takes, I don't know. Is this actually beneficial for me? Hmm. I don't know. I would argue that this is fine and take, and I have this open rook now, but I mean, you can play this and like, what do I do? Develop. You go here, and I have a new pawn break. Takes, let's say takes, and I'm completely winning, but it's quite difficult. It's a very difficult position. I don't know, I mean, takes, and now I'm basically in a Carl-Com where I should voluntarily soften my d-pawn, which I don't understand. I just developed a rook and I'm slightly worse. I redeveloped my queen, I'm slightly worse. I went for my attack, I'm slightly worse. And this is actually bad. This is one of the okay, yeah, and I should have taken with the knights. This is not good, and here I should have put my queen there and go for the light squared bishop trait. This is, I went for an attack and I'm immediately losing again. Okay, going back, I'm a bit worse. That's the best plan. Best plan. You sack and it's a draw. Take, go there, takes. This is my only way to survive. Yeah, and you should have attacked my knight. And I calculated this, indeed. And now you can go for this. And yeah, this doesn't work because, oh, now I don't even have this check, but even with the check it doesn't work. I calculated in the game why. So you go here, you have to go there, and what's your plan? Take. Oh, you just interrupt this, and if I go here, I made it. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you just stop this so that this is now a threat. Okay, that's a valid threat. So he had to kick my knight first and then go for this plan. He instantly went for this, thinking that that was a great sacrifice. I didn't play the most accurate defense, and now it's a draw. Take, and I'm actually losing again. I'm completely losing. Check, go there. And this is a draw. What? Check. I go back. What did I blunder? Check. And if I go here, I lose a rook. Wow. I again didn't think about my opponent's resources, but that's a bad move. I found the best counterplay. Now I have this fortress, you cannot do anything, and you blunder a maiden 6 with takes. I had maiden 1. I had maiden 1. Okay, whatever. Um, yeah, so it's again underestimating my opponent's resources, And also I was blind for the how do you call it? I was blind. I should have leave the tension in the center and thought about how do I keep developing while leaving the tension in the center. And one of the ideas to actually develop while still maintaining the tension in the center was this A5 idea, which I have never played before. I saw it in an opening preparation that I'm making because I want to make opening courses. But you'll see in the future. And yeah, those were leave the tension in the center, keep developing, and let your opponent choose uh, how he breaks the tension because breaking the tension is usually a bad thing. And yeah, look more for your opponent's resources, is what I learned. So I learned a lot. I hope that you learned a lot. And subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next one.